130 to 103. Beat them by 27, guys. Didn't look like that was going to happen early in the first half. Was a defensive game. It was getting hairy. And can I say how horrific these refs were? I don't know if that's because Adam Silver was there. He was putting in the word. Wink, wink. I don't know what it was. But they were atrocious tonight. There were so many blatantly bad calls against the Sixers and not against the Heat. I think I saw Dwayne Wade double dribble and travel at least 3 times tonight. But I'm not going to sit here and blame it on the refs because when it all came down to it, we came out with a win. Ben Simmons was 1 rebound away from getting his first playoff triple-double. Dario Saric was a monster tonight, but again, I think we got to give the game ball to J.J. Redick. Came out with 28 points, 4 from 6 from downtown, 8 from 8 from the free throw line. Guys, we were 18 from 28 from downtown, 64% from behind the arc. Phenomenal. Great ball movement, 34 assists, active hands again on the defensive side. We had 9 steals. Rocco had a couple great emphatic blocks, which I thought was really key to shutting down this Heat offense. They don't have a lot of firepower, and they completely eliminated Hassan Whiteside tonight. He was ineffective. I think he had 2 points, maybe 6 boards, but they completely took him out of the game. I mean, he was almost non-existent. They went with a more smaller lineup, Eric Spoelstra did. Kelly Olynyk killed us tonight. I don't know why it's always these scrub-ass, noodle-looking dudes that come in here and drop buckets on us, but what do you have, 26 points? He was 4 from 5 from downtown, so I'd like to crunch up a little bit on that perimeter defense, but all in all, I got to say a great win for the team. When it got close, we had a couple comebacks there. Ben was facilitating, leading the team. Markelle Fultz didn't have, his first playoff game, he had a couple jitters, so to be expected. But he was diving there on the floor. Even Amir Johnson, I gotta say, I've been hard on Amir Johnson all year, but these past couple games in this first playoff game, he played very well. Gave us some hard minutes, played some decent defense down there in the post. And that's why you really can't put Richaun Holmes in there, because yeah, he's very athletic. He can run up and down the floor with you, but his defense is a little shaky, especially in the post. And one thing for Brett Brown, too, to look for in the future is if your lineup, and we struggled a couple times tonight with certain lineups, he didn't adjust it. He just stuck with the team. If these guys are ineffective out there and not scoring buckets, you're missing bunnies out there. Little layups, little hook shots that we should be nailing down. Guys that are getting cold, you got to have the intuition to pull and mix it up a little bit. Pull a guy, switch the lineup up or whatever. Luckily, J.J. Redick was able to come back. He got hurt early in the game. I think it was 10 seconds into the game. I think he hurt his back, I believe. I saw him stretching over there on the sideline. So he was able to come back and was huge for us. He was knocking down shots. But again, we were 18 from 28. So we were freaking huge from downtown tonight, guys. Spreading the ball movement, 34 assists. It's just like that Spurs offense that we've been accustomed to seeing over the years with Popovich. Now Brett Brown's trying to bring it over to Philadelphia because he learned under Popovich, obviously. And it's looking more and more like that fluent Spurs offense that we've all fell in love with. It's a great system. They've had success. They've got 5 championships out of it. So if Brett's able to bring that over here, I would love to see 5 championships, but even 1 championship I would be content with. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. It's the first round, our first game. We started off a little slow, but again, young team, jitters, nothing to worry about. You just got to trust the process. I hope nobody was jumping ship, worrying about it, because again, the referees really slowed us down too with a lot of these awful calls. Ben Simmons had 4 fouls, which was ridiculous. A bunch of crap that were ticky-tack. The same with Covington having 5 fouls. I mean, this guy's an elite defender. most of the time, he's in the right place at the right time. So he shouldn't have had that. These refs were horrible. I hate Adam Silver. He's a freaking Squidward. He looks exactly like Squidward from freaking SpongeBob. But that's neither here nor there. He hates the process. We come out with a 27-point win. I don't know if you guys saw my video I uploaded after the game. I tried to get this uploaded, but I kept getting error messages. It's been really a struggle. I don't know if my phone gets no reception. I'm going to try to bring a hotspot down there for Monday's game so I can upload it right away. It's very frustrating, but hopefully we'll be off YouTube probation sooner rather than later. No Embiid, he rang the bell. This crowd was amped up. I thought we brought great energy. It helped this team get back into this game. And how about that one move by Ben Simmons where he crossed Olynyk over and he went for the jam? You could see the energy out of Ben, how excited he was, how he, brought all this energy to this team and willed them back. I mean, he's such a great facilitator. You're seeing this kid blossom before our eyes, and he's just getting better and better. He's got the utmost confidence in himself and in his game. He wants to be one of the best players to ever play, and I think he will be up there with the Kobes, the LeBrons, the MJs, when it's all said and done. But for Monday's game, though, I think we're going to see a different Heat team. Eric Spoelstra knows how to make adjustments. He's a great coach. Bam Adebayo has killed us in the past, so don't be surprised if you see more of him than Whiteside. They did switch their offense up. They didn't run it a lot through Whiteside because their half-court offense wasn't really working. Tyler Johnson didn't get going, and I think he's a key factor for their team in their success to becoming the 6th seed. The guy can light it up, and he can get hot really quick. So we were able to shut him down and contain him tonight, which I thought was huge. I'd like to see Covington more on him. D-Wade didn't do all so much. He had a couple good shots, but if you get up on this team, on this Heat team like we did, they don't have enough firepower to be able to come back and make a huge dent in like a 30-point lead. Like when we posted even 20 points. If it's like 10 to 12, yeah, I think D-Wade can will them, but anything over 20, it's done. With the way our defense is playing, the way this chemistry is with this team, they don't have enough juice to really will themselves back from a huge deficit like they did tonight. So, thought it was a great team win. First playoff win in 6 years, guys. Confetti fell. It was just a great sight. So I'd like to end this in Miami. Let's try to get a sweep. Hopefully JoJo is back game 2. And we'll see if JoJo's presence back either hurts us or helps us. But you could see it was a huge hole tonight with not having JoJo down there. Not only with the rebounds, we didn't barely get any second chance points. I thought that really hurt our team earlier in the game tonight in the first half. It was just one possession and done. Nobody was under the basket to try to get rebounds. I thought the energy was brought a lot more in the second half. They were really lackadaisical. So whatever Brett Brown or Ben Simmons went in there, or even J.J. Redick, got this team amped up, and they brought the energy in the second half. They fueled off of the energy that the fans brought in the Wells Fargo Center. But I think we've got to jump out to an earlier lead. Our shots were falling, and Marco Bellinelli again. I mean, him and J.J. Redick, split game ball MVPs. He was great tonight. And then Ilyasova too. 17 points off the bench. Played some very good, crucial post defense. Got a couple charges, so I thought he was crucial. These guys have been such a big pickup for this team. Without them, we would not be here. So, credit to Brian Colangelo. I can't believe that just came out of my mouth, but it did. But, like I said before, sorry. I've got no voice from the game tonight. I was bugging out. Long time coming. But with JoJo's presence possibly coming back, with him coming back in the offense, is going to screw up the flow to this team. Because we've been really, running and gunning. And with JoJo in there, we become more of a half-court offense. Yeah, he brings back that defensive tenacity and the rebounding, which we really, really need. If JoJo was in there, he'd be getting us 2 or 3 more possessions to really build off of our offensive sets. But with him back, does this screw up the flow of this team? So it's going to be interesting to see the decision by the Sixers brass and Brett Brown if JoJo's going to be able to come back for Game 2 and have the Sixers have a 2-0 lead over the Miami going into the weekend, or going into next weekend, because after Monday's game, I don't think we play till Thursday, I want to say. I think. But we will see. I will be down there Monday. I'm going to bring a hotspot, so fingers crossed I can upload this video right away. Having some technical difficulties. I really want to get off of YouTube probation. But whatever. Sixers won. Who cares? 27-point lead. 130-103. KG on BB. How do you feel the Sixers played tonight? Were you worried at all with the way they came out, a little lackadaisical, or was it expected? What do you want to see in the next game? Any mistakes? Do you think Brett Brown needs to improve on anything? Do you want to see more out of anybody on the team? Did you want to see more playing time with Markelle Fultz? Were you guys happy with Markelle and Ben Simmons playing together? I know there's the situation where neither of them can shoot that well, and then who handles the ball? But who cares? First playoff game in 6 years. This is why we play the games. This is why we learn. This is why we watch tape. So we'll see the adjustment Brett Brown and the team makes. KG on BB. I'm out, guys. Peace.